Hey folks, Joshua here. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where our little friendly heroes here have just hit level 12, and we're going to have to level them up. So buckle in, because we got a lot of work to do. Let's start with Orlin here. 12th level of Demon Slayer Ranger. It's worked out so far. Let's have it continue to work out. We pick up Camouflage here. Ranger of 12th level or higher can, as a move action, use the stealth skill to hide in any of his favored terrains, even in combat. I don't know that we'll be using that, but okay. Let's see. We're going to pop a point into strength here, pushing us up to a +8 modifier. Love that. We have 5 skill points. We'll go with athletics, stealth, knowledge of the world, perception, and persuasion. And it looks like we don't get a feat or anything else this level, so this one was easy. Okay, that's taken care of. Let's look at Sela next. 12th level Paladin picks up another Mercy here. I think we're locked in on, I'm pretty sure we're locked in on Exhaustion. Now let's take a look. She wears a lot of armor, so I'm not sure the dexterity bonus from pushing 15 to 16 makes sense. Another point of charisma for her spells, maybe, but she doesn't really use a lot of spells. I mean, we primarily use her as a melee character. So, yeah, I think we're going to go into... we're going to keep going on strength here. Because she gets one every 4 levels, I think, an ability point. So at 12, and then at 16, we can get her to +6. And then maybe that last one at 20, we can put into either Dex, Wisdom, or Charisma. We'll see. But I think, yeah, I think we push strength here. She grabs 3 points, so we'll go with Religion, Persuasion, and Stealth is probably high enough, but I don't know what else I would give her. I guess a point in Mobility. Getting that to 3 is important for defensive fighting. It's not a huge concern for her because she's usually on horseback, but it is what it is. Let's pick up Exhausted for our Mercy. That takes care of her. This is going faster than I thought. Stigmatized Witch will grab... Now, I could... I could... Oh, right. No, I can't. So Lore Master would let me pick up the haste spell for her by stealing it from someone else. But we'd have to get her a skill focus on Arcana, I guess, to do it. Something to think about. For now, let's take another level in Stigmatized Witch. Yeah, she does use her charisma for spell casting, so we'll pop that to 22. And then looks like nature, arcana, and use magic device. We get a level 2 spell here. A touch attack is sort of our go-to here, a ray attack. Let's see what we have. I don't think we have anything good here. Where does it say? Yeah, touch range, pernicious poison. Temporary hit points. Hold person's not going to be very good. Anything with a save is going to be kind of trash at this level. We don't have anybody who uses poison, so reducing their saves isn't great. Fortitude negates this. Will partial on this, and it's based on hit dice. So there's not a lot here that I love. Our per level of temporary hit points isn't bad. 1d10 plus caster level, a maximum of 10. So 1d10 plus 10, like 15 temporary hit points from False Life. I don't know about that. I might be better off just getting a Cure Moderate on her so we have more healing in situations where the banner isn't doing anything. Reflex partial. If the save fails, the creature gains the grappled condition but can break free. That eats an action. All right, I'll take, you know what? I'll take web here. Reflex partial is better than nothing. We do pick up a level 3 spell as well. Bestow Curse will negate. Deep Slumber will negate. Nature's Exile. Curses the creature touched. She's not really usually in touch range. Ray of Exhaustion is interesting. Being able to definitely fatigue someone or possibly exhaust. It is a ray attack. So that's interesting. Remove blindness, remove curse, remove disease we have on other people. Spit Venom is a fortitude partial. It is a touch attack. Does cause blindness, which will reduce attacks. It stacks with some other things we have. Here's a poison. But we can definitely blind somebody with this if it hits. Not affected by spell resistance, touch attack, and even in the case of a fortitude save, they just don't get poisoned. They still remain blinded. So Spit Venom's actually pretty useful. Blindness is a -2 penalty to armor class, and it loses its dex bonus to AC. All opponents are considered to have total concealment against the blinded creature. Actually, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to take Spit Venom here, and maybe we start using that more. Like, if an enemy is going to do 6 attacks at us and can't miss, basically, we can grant everybody concealment by blinding it for a round. So 50% of those 6 attacks should miss, right? That's actually... I'm glad I read that. That one's pretty strong. I'm going to take that. For level 4... this is defensive. Confusion's nice, but will negates. Will negates. Dimension Door is pretty nice. Yeah, Dimension Door is great utility for getting past traps, and I can bring others with me. I might pick this. Greater False Life is 2d10 plus up to 20. That's a pretty significant amount of temporary hit points. It's a nice buff. Ice Storm. Affected by target spell resistance. But if it gets through, there's no saving throw. So this is decent. And it's another cold spell. Everything she does is fire, so having alternate... Like, we can make this into fire with her Bloodline ability, but we can also turn that off and have this be cold damage. Which could be good against... I mean, 2d6 points of cold damage isn't that much. It's something. Mind Affecting will negate. False Life. Dimension Door is appealing. She doesn't have, I think, the benefits to save DC that makes Phantasmal Killer good. I think I'm going to pick up Dimension Door here for utility. And then at level 5, we've got Baleful Polymorph, Break Enchantment. The spell frees victims from enchantments, transmutations, and curses. Break Enchantment can even reverse an instantaneous effect. For each such effect, you make a caster level check against the DC of 11 plus the caster level of the effect. Only works on spells of 5th level or lower, but still not bad. K-Fangs is personal. Will save each round. Will negates here. Will negates. Will negates, yeah. Being able to fatigue a group of enemies isn't bad. -2 penalty to strength and dex. It's a -1 to attack, basically, and AC. It's not bad, and it hits a group of 30 creatures in a cone. What's Racking Ray here? Fortitude half. Oh, I quite like this. Affected by target spell resistance and Fortitude half. But it is a touch attack. Subject takes points of dexterity and strength damage per 3 caster levels you possess. So at level 12, 44 dex and strength. Spell cannot reduce an ability score below 1. You know what? This is pretty solid against a big enemy. I don't know if I would be if I'd be doing this rather than damage, though. This might be better to fatigue a whole group. Like, if I'm using Racking Ray, I'm taking an average of what? Maybe, if I've got the math right, maybe 10 points, so +5 to attack. That's actually pretty solid. But then usually they'll make their fortitude save, so it's more like an average of 5 points of dex and strength damage, which is 2 to attack. It's still not bad. You know what? I'll take this. It's a touch attack. It's interesting. It's necromancy. We have a bunch of necromancy on her, and I'm debating whether to take a mythic that will extend her school selection for evocation onto necromancy as well. So I'm going to take Racking Ray here. Okay, on to Wendwog. Another level of fighter. We will pop up. What are we doing here? So Dex helps her AC, but she's already got a +6 to AC. I think we go strength here and keep working on her strength mod. For her skills, we'll take nature lore. That's her big one. And I think, yeah, we need a point in trickery now. That's all we do for her. This is going much faster than I thought. She have some other stuff there? What else happened here? I don't know why these aren't showing the selections we made. No. Okay, so she's level 12 in total, but level 11 in fighter. She picked up armor training here, so her armor check penalty is reduced by 3. And the maximum dex bonus is allowed by armor are increased by 1. Okay. That's good. Not sure why these aren't shown. I mean, we made our choices, but they're not recorded. I don't think I respect her, so I don't remember what that's about. Let's level up Darren here. Level 12 in Oracle. Yes, we'll keep pumping Charisma. What's he got here? Knowledge of the world, Persuasion. 1 more point. Stealth helps. Let's grab that. He picks up a level 6 spell here. Now, what we want to do is pick a buff that will work with his greater enduring. Pretty much anything that will work with greater enduring is good. So anything that's going to last longer than 5 minutes. Banishment banishes creatures. Bears endurance mass. Gives everybody a +4 enhancement bonus to Constitution. So this doesn't stack with Constitution belts. If they have +4 already, they don't get anything. If they have a +2 belt, this overrides it and the belt becomes useless while this is on. But it is something that would last for 24 hours. So this helps out with hit points and fortitude saves. That's possible. Bear's endurance. Blade barrier. An immobile vertical curtain of whirling force, whirling blades shaped of pure force springs into existence. Any creature passing through the wall takes 1d6 points of damage per caster level with a reflex save for half. So if I put this on a frontliner, this only applies to 1 person, but it would last for 24 hours. Basically, anyone who approached them takes 12d6 damage. Reflex save for half, so assume they make their save, that's 66, that's 3 times 7, 21 points. It's not bad. I probably want a mass blessing of some sort. Morale bonus on saving throws against fear effects, and a reroll on failures. We haven't seen a lot of fear effects. When people get frightened, it's bad. I don't know what all counts as a fear effect. So more hit points and higher fortitude saves with Bear's endurance. Bull's strength gives everybody a +4 enhancement bonus to strength, making strength belts useless. That is helpful for melee attack and damage rolls and lets us move some belts around and stuff. Giving that to everybody. Who's going to benefit from that? Our frontliners. So Sela and her mount. Sela and Justice. Orlin and Meadow. Whatever frontline rogue we have. But Darren, Ember, and Third pretty much won't. Whereas Bear's endurance for everybody is pretty solid. Chains of Light, reflex negates, cold ice strike, He's not really meant to be a damage dealer. Create Undead. Summons a Grave Knight or Guardian Armor. Greater Dispel Magic is interesting. Functions as Dispel Magic, except that it affects everything within a 20-foot radius burst, or it can dispel multiple spells, starting with the spell with the highest caster level and proceeding to spells with lower caster level. We don't have a dedicated Dispeller here. Not affected by the target spell resistance. No saving throw, or there would be a saving throw. No. There's some kind of caster check you have to make, right? I will admit that as much as I want more of these like permanent 24-hour buffs, picking up Greater Dispel Magic here seems attractive. We don't have a good answer for that on our team. And this handles things like Mirror Image and Blur and the displacement spell we saw on the dragon in a way that we can't quite right now. So I'm tempted there, although medium range means he has to be in range for it and he doesn't have a mount. Eagle Splendor pops on Charisma for everybody. Benefits to Charisma-based spell checks, and our Paladin, we don't have a Sorcerer or a Bard. Yeah, this isn't great. Eagle Soul's personal. Get a +2 Sacred bonus to AC, +4 Sacred bonus to Strength, resistance 5 to Acid and Fire, +5 Sacred bonus on all Persuasion checks for Intimidate against evil creatures, +2 bonus on Initiative checks, and Fast Healing 2. Any critical threat roll made against an evil creature with a weapon you wield is automatically confirmed. Not good for him. 1 round per level. He's not a melee caster. Elemental Assessor here deals with spell resistance. Zada champions develop the spell to deal with fiends with unknown resistances. A ray of spiraling color springs from your hand and streaks to its target. A successful ranged touch attack to hit your target with the ray, which deals 2d6 points of acid, cold, electricity, and fire. The type of energy that does the most damage to the target then persists, dealing another 46 points of that damage type per round for 1d4 rounds. Interesting. I don't think we need it in this game. Harm. 10 points of damage per caster level. Just straight negative energy damage. 1 creature within touch range, though, and will for half. Hellfire Ray. A lot of creatures, not Ember, that cast this will not have a good effect because most of the stuff we're facing has fire resist or immunity. Inspiring Recovery. What is this? Friendly creature within medium range. Will half if used to damage. You can heal a creature, harm an undead creature, or call upon the very recently dead creature to fight beyond death's reach. The target creature regains 1d8 hit points per 2 caster levels, so 68. That's 3 times 9 is 27. Healing can even bring back to life party members that have died within 2 rounds. If you cast the spell, a creature whose hit point total is at a negative amount less than its constitution score comes back to life and stabilizes at its new hit point total. If you awaken a dead creature in this way, all allies within 60 feet who can see it regain consciousness, gain a +2 morale bonus on attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws for 1 minute thereafter. It's not bad, but we already have Breath of Life, which can do something similar without the buff, so okay. Joyful Rapture. All allies within a 60-foot burst. All allies within the area of effect are freed from any emotion effects. Spell also cures 1d4 points of intelligence, wisdom, or charisma damage to all allies in the area. I feel like that's pretty situational. Mass Wisdom. This might be the pickup. Nobody's wearing wisdom belts or wisdom headbands. And will saving throws are problematic for us. Clerics, druids, and rangers who receive Owl's Wisdom do not gain any additional bonus spells, but the save DCs for their spells increase. I might be picking up Owl's Wisdom here. 1 minute per level. As long as it's longer than 5 minutes, which it should be, this would be permanent. This is a permanent buff to our will saves. I quite like that. Plague Storm. Fortitude save on enemies in a 20-foot burst. or they get blinding sickness, plague, cackle fever, mind fire, or shakes. Chosen by you when the spell is cast. Contracted immediately. Instantaneous effect. Also takes a -2 penalty on saving throws against diseases. Unlike a fog cloud, the plague storm moves away from you at 10 feet per round, rolling along the surface of the ground. So we can apply strength damage and blinded, constitution damage and fatigue, wisdom damage, int damage, or dex damage. That's a very nice spell. I actually quite like Plague Storm. Communal True Seeing costs us diamond dust, but it gives everybody True Seeing for the entire day. We can do 23 casts before we have to go and find more diamond dust. I don't think we need it. I have multiple casts already, and I'm going to be picking up Abundant for this. Heal, Cure. Okay, so I like Owl's Wisdom a lot. I like Dispel Magic. I like Greater Dispel Magic quite a bit. I like Bear's Endurance. This is the hardest one, but I think the biggest problems we've had are with confusion, so giving everyone a +2 to their... Because this is +4, right? Yeah, giving everybody +2 to their will save is probably the best bet. I'm going to pick up Owl's Wisdom, Mass Owl's Wisdom here. Okay, and that leaves Greybor, who will pick up another level of Slayer here. He gets a Slayer talent, and more sneak attack damage, I guess. Looks like we're going to pop another point into strength for him. We can take athletics, mobility, and stealth. For his Slayer talent, +4 bonus to perception checks. Combat style feat. 2-weapon combat. Do I not have that already? We have 2-weapon fighting. What's the difference between 2-weapon fighting and 2-weapon combat? This reduces penalties to attack rolls. Where's like greater 2-weapon fighting? Oh, there it is. You get a 3rd attack with your offhand weapon at a -10 penalty. +1 dodge, bonus to AC, bonus to fighting, or bonus to saving throws, toughness, or greater 2-weapon fighting. Another attack at -10? Oh, okay. Combat trick. That's just a bonus combat feat. I don't think we need that. Confounding Blades. Target cannot make attacks of opportunity. Strength damage on sneak attacks. A targeted dispel magic affecting one of the spell effects active on the target. Caster level for this ability is equal to the character's level. Picking up a familiar. Move at full speed using stealth. When the character is confused and hits a creature with a melee attack that deals sneak attack damage, the character is no longer confused. So I can hit my... Being able to hit my teammates and unconfuse them is interesting. The only problem is I don't want to do a full round of attacks. I just want to do one. Wait, when the character is confused, so when Greybor is confused and hits a creature with sneak attack, any creature, then he's no longer confused. That's pretty solid. Shaken and Sickened, I'm less worried about. I quite like Crippling Strike. Does this stack? I like Crippling Strike. I also like Focusing Attack here to get rid of confusion. Although we haven't seen him kind of get hit by it that much. Once per day, designate a single enemy. She can add her sneak attack damage to all attacks made against her prey, even if she's not flanking. That's once per day. I don't love that. Can't take improved uncanny dodge. Withstand poisons. Doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity when standing up from prone. Class skills. The character can make an attack of opportunity against an opponent who has just been struck for damage in melee by another character. This attack counts as an attack of opportunity for that round and can't be used more than once per round. That's not bad, because I don't think he has outflank. So this is another way for him to damage whoever we're focusing on. Painful Strike. A creature that takes sneak attack damage from an executioner must make a successful fortitude save or become sickened. Sickened means what? -2 penalty. A lot of things are immune to Sicken, but that's not bad. That's kind of up there with Crippling Strike. Skill Mastery and Knowledge, Stealth and Trickery. Bonus on saving throws against mind-affecting conditions. Terrain Mastery, Trailblazer, Trap Finding. Trip is a bonus feat. Dirty Trick is what? If your attack is successful, the target takes a penalty. Blinded, entangled, or sickened. Lasts for 1 round. Higher by the amount you beat the combat maneuver defense. Yeah, the CMB here, I don't know, is going to be great. Points of constitution damage. Okay, there's a lot of interesting choices here. I like Opportunist, but I think the one I like the most is Crippling Strike here. Doing strength damage seems pretty strong. It doesn't say anything about reducing it to 0 or whether it stacks or not, but they just, when you hit someone with a sneak attack, they also take 2 points of strength damage. So if that can stack, that's going to add up pretty quickly. Let's take that. Okay, there's our level ups done. It only took 27 minutes. That's a fast level up by my standards, friends. Okay, so now we're going to go into our buff setup, and we are going to add the Owl's Wisdom thing. Yes, Owl's Wisdom Mass. You are going to cast this on yourself, which will get everybody else. Looks good. Everybody should right now have all the stuff, right? Yeah, we've got 24 hours of everything. So let's have you manually cast that now.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
You need to rest before you get it. Okay, fair enough. So next time we rest, we'll have everybody get that. We had just killed, we're exploring the Ashen Grotto here. Not sure what we're doing here, except we killed a sleeping giant and a swarm of ticks, I believe. Gross. With our level ups done, let's resume exploration here. Tick swarm is dead. Let's grab the loot. Nothing particularly interesting. And then we resume exploration, looking for more. Okay, we've got another tick swarm here. Where is Ember? Ember's not mounted? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. First of all, I forgot to do the mounts and Ivu. Second of all, for whatever reason, you're not mounted, so get up on Bismuth, please. I think he gets, like, technically resummoned when he levels up. I'm not sure about the horses. Ivu, I don't know what's happening there. Let's level up Meadow, our bully. What do we do here? Point of Constitution would be nice, but we want to keep working on that that bonus to Trip. So we'll throw her a point of Strength, Athletics, and Stealth, and we're done. And then for Justice, our Daredevil. Same for you, point in Strength, Mobility, and Stealth, and you're done as well. And okay, we're good here. Let's get back to Mr. Tick Swarm. And I think we just want Ember to deal with this again. So let's have her sneak forward just a skosh and see if she can do this for us. There we go. I could use the bolstered fireball. I think that did the trick last time, but I don't think we need it. Let's send it as far back as we can in case there's something hidden in the darkness back there. There was. Okay. Thra's Spinebreaker was back there, hidden in the darkness. Tick Swarm's almost dead, and this guy's a named chaotic evil giant humanoid. He's going to be the problem. Okay. I think we let them come to us. He's going to have to, yeah, he's going to have to double move to get to us. So let's just set up here. I can't hit the swarm. So let's just set up where we can do some work. I think behind Bismuth is fine. They'll come to us. Darren, what do you want to do? These guys are, you're chaotic evil, you're neutral. What's helpful here? Something like protection from... a buff's probably better. Everybody's already blessed. You know what? I don't think he does anything this turn. I don't think we need to burn a spell here. We'll just move him over. Sela, for some reason, looks like she's sitting underneath her horse. Is she not mounted? Oh, the level up, she's not mounted. All right. F's in the chat. Then, yeah, let's get mounted. Okay. Greybore. So I have a regular and a swift here. I can't do anything on this turn. Let's move him up to flank. Ember. He might get hit here by the swarm. You're unmounted as well, unfortunately. There we go. What else can you do? You can do a buff here, one of these songs or whatever. Bonus on saving throws. Remind me what these new songs are? Okay, we got Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Saving throws against fear. I could put Aid on someone. I could put down the Field of Flowers. Calms enemies and forces them to make reflex saves. That's probably pretty useful. Bonus to checks to overcome spell resistance. 10 minutes per level. Increases the saving throw of their spells that require will saves by 2. I like that. I forgot I had this. This rejuvenating poem removes fatigue and exhaust from everybody. So the Yazada has to deal with that. No more restoration. Sonic damage to all enemies. I think we just throw the Field of Flowers down, right? Just like right here. Did that work? Not sure it did. Ivu's up. Can't really do anything, so we'll push her up a little bit. All right, Wenduog. I guess you can Vital Strike the Swarm here. 24 kills it. Darren, you're not going to do anything. There were more giants here. There's the boss and then the minions, it looks like. Okay, Sela is up. I think, are you mounted or not? It says you're mounted, but like I can't. Does mounting in combat not fix this problem?
Take you.
Why doesn't Justice have a... There's some, I think their initiatives are wrecked. It seems like mounting after initiative apparently doesn't work in this game. Although I just moved with her. Does she not have an initiative score? I don't quite understand what's happening there. I might have to dismount. Yikes. What can we do to you? You have a terrible reflex save and will save. 151 hit points. We could blind you with spit venom here. But I think we just want to do damage, right? I guess I could throw out a web to slow everybody down since the Field of Flowers did nothing. Probably because he was mounted. Hold on. Is that really... Does it really not let you mount your mount if the initiative roll has already happened? Yikes, man. I guess I'll just Scorching Ray this guy. That's pretty nice. Gray Boar, full round of attacks. Sneak attacks. Where's that strength damage? Oh, there's no sneak attack, right? Okay. Let me let this guy go. Okay, can you... Okay, you can now act. So what the hell is going on with Sela? And where did your magic Field of Flowers go? All right, well, let's just wreck this guy's day.
That's how you hit them.
Okay, that's decent. Here comes Thraz the Spinebreaker. Okay, he had to use a full move, so he's gonna go down. Fine with that. 19 from Ivu. Full round of attacks from... 23? Yeah, full round of attacks from Wendewog.
No match for me.
Nice. Nice!
It's for you.
60 damage critical hit. Love to see it. Darren, what are you gonna do? Just like a bone shaker here?
This thing refuses to cooperate.
17 damage, we'll take it. Sela, can you act now? Now you can. I guess maybe it takes a full round. Whoa. I guess it takes a full round to fix the problem with the initiative. Maybe internally it's like, okay, your horse's initiative, like you can't use it on this turn having mounted, but next time a full round gets set up, we'll set the mount's initiative to yours, and then it works. This guy had a magic belt, a magic great club, and the recipe for cheese crostata. All very nice stuff. Nobody took any damage there, so it all worked out. Let's take a look at our gains. So the magic club here was called Nature's Caller. +3 corrosive great club. Whenever it confirms a critical hit or kills an enemy, enemies in a 15-foot area must pass a fortitude saving throw of DC 25 or suffer 2d6 piercing damage as little bugs are awakened and leave this rotten great club. Okay. And the corrosive adds acid damage. I like that. I think we gave you a great club here in case you needed bludgeoning damage, so you can carry this around for a while. The belt is giant strength +2, not that great. And the cheese crostata doesn't tell us what it is until we actually try to cook it, but I'll try and remember to look at that next time. All right. So, looks like that's it. We were fighting some giants in a cave for no reason. I mean, not that not that we need a reason to fight, but no story reason, no quest or what have you.
Let's move.
Yeah, it looks like that's all that there was here. No perception checks kicking off. Looks like we're done, and it's back to the road. So, okay, fair enough.
Follow me.
Let's head out. Everybody go outside. I wonder what the cheese crostata is. So when we saw this place on the map, it was talking about like, oh, they're eating all the meat, they're leaving bones and stuff behind. Turns out it was the giants. And their filth had invited some tick swarms to cohabit with them. Presumably their bodies were also crawling with ticks. But everything's dead. This place is safe again. The road is safe. And we have to figure out where we're going next. We were going towards Grimwood to deal with Devara, the red dragon. And boy, was that ambush unpleasant. So I don't know how well we're going to do, but we're going to give it a shot. We're still on the 21st, so let's get a move on here. 12 hours of travel. And we get another random encounter here. Okay. Is this the dragon again? Oh, this could be bad. I think it is. Oh. The flesh of a true believer is especially delicious. What a pity they have become so rare, even among crusaders. Okay, we did well on initiative again. But she keeps showing up, man. Okay. Wendewog is up. Hitting this chick, this lady is very tough. 36 AC. I guess for her first attack with the cold damage that she's vulnerable to, it's not that bad. Plus 30. And a second attack as well. But then we're starting to get into, you need an 11 to hit on these other ones. Okay, do we want to delay until we can get... Everybody should have protection from fire, but Orlin can also put up resistance. I cannot get, unfortunately, a full round of 4 attacks here, so I should move her away from everybody. She has 30 feet of movement. Let me move her here. We'll turn off Deadly Aim, turn on Vital Strike, go for the hit here. Hope that we roll 6 or better. Nice, 43 damage sneak attack. Love to see that. Yes, that's very good. I wonder if it's technically possible to kill her in a surprise round before you go and fight her in her lair or whatever it is that we're trying to do right now. Probably not. If you do enough damage, she probably flies away. Ivu with a 23 to hit needs to roll like a 17 here. I mean, we might as well charge and try and get some damage. We can drive her off. That would be great. Seems like I can get a hit on her, so we'll take it. Critical hit. 14 damage. Hey, nice job, Ivu. Yeah, she may be a big fuck off giant dragon and you're just a tiny one, but you're still a badass. All right, Darren, is there anything useful we can do here? The True Seeing we could do because we know she likes to cast that spell. Holy Smite. She's a chaotic evil dragon. What's her spell resistance? 30? I doubt we get through it. We already have protection from energy up. Searing Light, spell resistance. We could try to break through the spell resistance with a damage spell. I could try to demoralize her, I guess. He's probably even better at it. Yeah, he's got 31 persuasion. All right, let's go for a demoralize here. I do want to move him. What's the range on demoralize here? 30 feet. Okay. He doesn't have a huge amount of movement. I can move him up next to Wendewog, or we can spread out. Let's go there and try to demoralize this dragon. Succeeded. She's frightened. Or, yeah, we rolled a 49. She's shaken. So, I mean, from a roleplay perspective, how does that play out? Darren saunters out. He's like, I've seen lizards before, and I've killed all of them because they stink. And she's like, oh my God, it's an Azamar. It's an Oracle. He's going to kill me. She's shaken. Love that. Meadow and Orlin. I think our best play is to drive her off before she can take an attack. So our best bet here is probably just rush in and take the attacks we can get.
We won't falter.
In spite of her AC.
You're done for.
I did hit twice, hit 3 times. Okay, all right. What troublesome prey. You're hardly worth it. Yes, we drove her off before she could do any damage. I'll kill you another time when you have a little more meat on your bones. Nice. Okay, so if we get the drop on her and win the initiative check, we have a chance, right? We have a good chance. Not bad at all to drive her off before she can do anything. As I thought, it's scripted. We didn't get to play out the rest of that round. It immediately advanced to round 2 and had her fly away. So you can't kill her outside of her lair, but wow, yeah. A little bit less intimidating now that we knew that was our second time. We sort of knew what we were dealing with. But still, not overly confident on that fight. So we'll have to see how things play out in the actual event. Okay. Let's make it all the way here and then rest probably. Okay, seems like, yeah, there's an army making its way towards us here on the 22nd. Let's check in on the crusade. Diplomatic relations have improved. The Diplomatic Council requests that the crusade leader attend their meeting and receive an update report. Okay. Irabeth wants to talk. She'd like to stress it's a private conversation. Fair enough. Decrees, we have right to a pardon available now. Defenders of Freedom is done. A group of winged Yama Azatas has descended from Elysium to help Mordecai defend their freedom against the demons. They're recruited at the commander's headquarters. Okay, so we got 2 things to do when we go home. A group of warriors have been subjected to a dangerous potion that has turned them into giants. They need to be cured. Cost 10 material, 300 finances, and the leadership slot. The fate of Soul Shear costs a lot more, and the diplomacy relic, or the diplomacy slot. What are we looking at for finances? I need money to get troops. I think we're using money for troops right now. So I don't think we can spare the 300. Not right now. We can hold on to that for a minute. All right, let's check in on the campaign. Here's our Yama Azatas. Let's stick them into the irregular army for now. I want to build up a stack of them. But yeah, these guys are cool. 171 hit points. 20 AC, energy resistances, immune to electricity, and they have a pretty good melee attack here. They have a dispel, they have a cure, they're robust, +1 AC against demon units attacks, they have flight. So mostly they're a pretty solid melee unit in terms of attack, not so much damage. But they also have dispel, that'll probably come in handy later, and they've got a cure on them. So these are like, and what's their speed? 6? I think that's better than the clerics. No, their speed is 6 as well. Maybe the flight lets them move more? I don't know. It's fine. If we go to recruitment, I did want to pick up, yeah, this stack. That'll take most of what we have right now. That pumps up my spearmen. I want to grab these guys as well because they're ranged. But I need to save up another day or 2. For that. Okay. That takes care of the 22nd in terms of the crusade, but movement is something else. Let's get the reinforcements. And actually, let's get Nisa up to the reinforcements. Because we want to head down here to fight this army, right? Yeah. So the way to do that is to go all the way up and around. We have no way across the crack here. Okay. So we can just meet up with them here. Nisa's army moves. Okay, and we'll have to do more tomorrow. Well, actually, let me move the reinforcements down to join them here. 60 marksmen, over 100 of these things. Okay. So Nice's army now looking pretty solid. The Rangers are still a bit of a weak unit, but it is what it is. These guys are going to get upgraded to something the next time we go home and upgrade the military. And then we have a stack of irregulars here that are just placeholders until we can get like 1 sorcerer, 2 paladins, 3 yamas. Like we need to build these up more. So these are just a placeholder in Dresden until we can get them built up to real forces. All right, I think, so we have this level 5 army is on the move. It's going to take it a while for it to get anywhere, but it's only level 5. We can't push past all this stuff to fight it, but it is coming up on this side of... Yeah, it's coming up on the south side of the main crack here, so we need to get over here anyway, because we were heading for this army. And then this army is... Where is it? This army, this level 5 army is moving up behind it. They're a gang? Lair, army, and then this is a gang. Okay, all right. That takes care of Crusade stuff. Let's swap back to the party. Okay. We're gonna head into Grimwood here. This gloomy thicket, which was once home to plentiful game, is now desolate. A terrible predator hunted almost all the living creatures to extinction and taught all who remain to live in fear. The trunks of age-long trees are covered in marks of dragon claws, and traces of a forest fire can be found here and there. Okay, so we have Greyboar in the party. We're ready to set up the ambush, whatever that means. We do want a full rest here. So I'm going to try and get as close as I can. Actually, we can get right up to it. Cancel. The Matress wants to talk to us in the clouds. Now we're going to rest. Okay. Protective rituals and camouflage are fine. We have the Night Watch. What do we want here? We have a new one, right? We have some kind of new, the cheese crostata. What is this? Eating a cheese crostata extends the time you can go without a rest before becoming fatigued for 6 hours. This effect lasts 1 day. Okay. Fast healing for everybody. Cooking bonus to AC. Now, +1 bonus to AC is nothing to sneeze at, but against the dragon, I don't know that it helps us as much as I would want. Because if we put every single buff we have on our highest AC character, then the dragon has to roll like a 3 or a 4. I don't think we have ways to deal with its attack. So we might be better off focusing on the Alpha Strike and trying to burn it down. Bonus rolls to damage is not as great. We want... bonus to skill checks could be good if there was like... I guess it depends if there's a bunch of knowledge checks in there. But even then, I don't think we want it because... the bonus to attack rolls helps us actually take her down before she can do anything. Movement speed, not bad. Temporary hit points. Skill checks again. Saving throws. Speed. I think it's got to be Curse Peel-Off. Camelia's not here to get the double bonus, but boosting everybody's attack rolls for the day, I think, is the way to go. Okay. Let's take our rest.
Everyone looks rather busy. And yet there's nothing for me to do to help the crusade? Oh, what a pity.
I suppose being bone idol is also an important task. By right of blood, I claim this duty as my own.
Very funny. Okay, successful rest. We got the curse peel off. I'm gonna save here. And we're gonna make our way into Grimwood and find out what this is all about. So how do you ambush a dragon? Okay, first things first. Let's get our buffs up. I feel like we did not get the Owl's Wisdom there. We did, okay. So we have Bless, Owl's Wisdom, True Seeing, Protection from Fire, Crusader's Edge, Delay Poison, and good alignment on our weapon for 24 hours. Global map, I don't think matters. We've got Curse Peel Off for the day. We've still got Sweet Sleep and Shiny Dreams. Yes, this all looks good. Now, True Seeing we should extend to some other people. Not typically, because we don't always need it, but I will spend all the slots I have here to get it on people who need it. Ember needs it. Sela could use it. Ember needs it. Wenduog needs it. Probably Greybore needs it. Okay. Let's move
Missed me already.
our caster out.
I'm your
Let's move Greybore next to him. Darren, put True Seeing on Greybore. I don't know why it goes into the log twice, but that should now be for 24 hours. Yes, okay. Greybore, step back.
Good.
Wenduog, move forward.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Right, Wenduog gets True Seeing for 24 hours.
My obedience.
Ember needs it for touch attacks.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
And, okay, what do I want to save any of these slots?
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
We can save a Mass Cure Light Wounds, we can save a Cleanse, or we can save a Breath of Life. This brings people back and deals some amount of damage. So alternate people, so Orlin, Ember, Wenduog, and Greybore have True Seeing on them now. Everybody has Owl's Wisdom already. We have Heal and Cure Mass Moderate Wounds here. I think we save those last two slots. I don't think... Like, I could put True Seeing on Justice or Sela. Sela, maybe. The dragon can only knock us off of one, can only kill one horse per turn, basically. So the problem with Sela is she's the tank. She's probably going to get knocked off if the dragon gets its turn, which means True Seeing is wasted on her because she stands up, gets an opportunity attacked, and then has like one attack. I don't think using True Seeing on anyone else makes sense right now. Okay, let's get people mounted.
Adventure.
Orlin, why is he the only one who's still mounted after rest? I don't understand.
We'll make things
Ember, hop on Bismuth. And then where is Sela?
right. We will win this war.
Go ahead and get mounted on Justice. Okay, looks good.
I'll make my own legend.
All right, everybody's mounted, everybody's buffed. Let's start exploring the Grimwood. Okay, we're in formation, we're sneaking, we're buffed. That's the best I can do. Let's find out what happens here. Are we going straight into an attack on the dragon? Like, I thought we were setting up an ambush. Let's take a look around and find a suitable place for an ambush. All right.
Let us be.
I guess that implies there's no fights here, because it's a pretty damn small map. I think we retain stealth anyway. When we meet that dragon, we have got to get that surprise round, which I think is what the ambush is about. We'll have to wait and see.
Let's move.
the world exit. Yeah, it's a very small map. There's a campsite here. What's this about? Greybore meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon-like hooks of several collapsible spikes protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and its pungent smell fills your nostrils. Come over here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Let's light as many fires as we can, so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey.
I know there are some mean, angry dragons around. Some of them even eat the small, nice ones, or so I heard. Anyway, I will fight like a beast, and I'll even growl like one, too. This wicked old dragon won't eat me.
How do you plan to lure the dragon here? We'll act like a group of careless foragers, ordinary hunters looking for wild game to provision the Crusader army. Let's go out hunting, and then we'll hang the carcasses up on hooks to clean and gut them. When the dragon catches the scent of blood and sees the fires, she'll think we're inexperienced nobodies. After all, no skilled hunting party would draw so much attention to themselves. Easy prey, you see? Then when she swoops down upon us all, we'll pounce on her instead. The stench of that material? It's frog's eye. Some herb from Magnamar used as seasoning by the Varisians. Not sure they can even eat anything without it. The heat of the fire will cause the smell to rise up in the air, where the wind will carry it far and wide. The dragon will surely catch our scent and take interest. Dragons have a heightened sense of smell. Their sense of taste is even more discerning. The beast won't be able to resist the chance to try some strange new kind of meat.
That's awful. I don't want to hear any more stories about dragons eating people. It's sad and just wrong.
We're not yet ready for battle. With a disappointed shrug, the dwarf spits to the side. If you say so, tell me when you're ready. I just want to get a feel for the rest of the map here before we start. It looks like there's literally nothing else. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we're doing this. Everybody's buffed. Let's get started. The dwarf nods his approval. He's calm and composed as he readies himself for battle, but his eyes shine with excitement. This is going to be a fine ambush. 11 hours later? Okay. I can see her, Commander. Get ready to fight. Sound the alarm. Okay, hold on. Devara's here. Everybody's buffed. I actually have time to do all my short buffs as well. I think this is a time for the Wand of Good Hope. Hold on, let's get everybody together.
This is my line of work.
Yeah, then let's Wand of Good Hope. I need to get everybody here. You also have some songs and stuff now, Orlin? Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Ode to Miraculous Magic. Lasts for 10 minutes. I don't think we want Field of Flowers. Everybody's got protection on, right? Yeah, protection from evil. Blessing of Luck and Resolve? Sure. I don't know if she has fear effects, but okay. Oh, that's one person? Hold on. Devara Ambush. Save that. I mean, I think everybody's got what they've got. I don't know if I can quarry her without triggering a fight. We could summon as well. I guess I could use lucky dice. We could summon the mastodon and the other things in. Free healing on successful saving throws. How long does this last for? I don't know. Let's do the song. Oh, that probably lasts for a number of rounds, so that probably wasn't great.
A bright future awaits us.
You already used that. And bless weapon. I think that's pretty much it. I think we're set. Everybody's got as many buffs as we can. I could do the summons early. But I think we want to get the drop on her. I don't know if this song idea was good. We're at 1 hour and 6, so you know what we're going to do. As frustrating as this will be for those of you watching, we're going to hit up a cliffhanger here. And we are going to... We are going to set up, and we are going to save the game, and we are going to see how this plays out next episode. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. What an interesting point to stop on. Are we going to be able to do anything against this extremely strong, extremely dangerous creature? I just remembered I also want to cast... Oh, we already have... I don't have another spell slot here, or... I thought, I don't know how I don't have that. Did I already cast it? Oh, I already cast it, probably. Look at all these buffs. We have resist fire as well as protection from fire. Good. Okay, so that was part of my auto buff setup. All right, we're good here. We're gonna leave it right here. When we come back, we'll do this battle. We'll see if we can kill a dragon. Look forward to that. And as always, appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.